Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dial-R Squealik Tactics. I didn't go anywhere. I know I missed my Tuesday video, my This Week in Eternal Evolution, but I got addicted to Pal World. If you haven't played it, I really recommend you download it off of Steam and give it a try. Anyways, it is Wednesday evening, which means the game is going to be updated tomorrow, which means we got some patch notes to go over. Now, a lot of people are going to like these patch notes. A lot of people are gonna hate these patch notes. I actually kind of like what's going on. So let's head over there right now and let's discuss this bad boy. Okay, so yes, that is my big mug. Let's see, can I kind of copy him? No, that's not gonna go well. Anyway, Batu. Yes, that is Batu. You can see the card right here. Free collab hero, crossover hero. Yes, Ghost in the Shell is coming back. So, let's get into this. Blah, 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 blah. 500 diamonds. Donkey Punch. If Donkey Punch still watches my EE videos. So, what are we getting? New heroes and optimizations. So, I knew this was coming. I was going to make a video. I was going to cover this in my Tuesday video, but alas, I didn't. So, here it is. The next awakened hero is coming, and that is Mazrani. Now, their cadence for releasing awakened heroes is once every month, once every 4 weeks. Yes, we got 2 in this last month, but Rez is a special case. Because with Rez, you're going to get his shards for free, or his crystals for free, from the Galactic Arena store, the same as you got copies of Rez. So yes, Rez is awakened. Yes, you can go buy a bunch of crystals, use on him, but you're just going to approach Rez's Awakening as a free-to-play grind, the same way we unlocked Rez, right? You would never spend a Gene Hybrid on Rez. Don't spend Universal Soul Crystals on Rez. Just farm them slowly every 2 weeks or every whatever it is. I think it refreshes every 2 weeks from the Galactic Arena store. Mazrani is the typical cadence. The typical cadence release for Awakened Heroes. So bye-bye, Leo. We like you. They finally did you good. It's time for Mazrani to come into play. So what are we getting with Mazrani? Now I'm excited for this. So as a veteran player, I actually have a video saying Mazrani is my favorite character because he used to be the character that you would use in every single comp. But then with the releases of Miranda, and then Fiona, and then Purin, Mazrani's kind of been shuffled out because all Mazrani was when he came into the game was he was a pure healer. He didn't have any AoE defense up like Serena. He had just this huge AoE healing capabilities. He did have some increased like attack support capabilities to units in the back row when he did shield them. But for the most part, we use Mazrani because he healed like a mofo. So, new ultimate skill. This is going to be the ultimate is the A5, I think. Or is it the A3? Let's go look. When in doubt, go look. Okay, let's look at Dan. Pull up Danny boy. Let's move my head up here. Potential. Okay. Yes. New ultimate is A5. So you're going to get just the stats at A1. And then you're going to get something, an ability, at A3. But then the ultimate is at A5. Okay? Alright. Good. I'm glad we looked. Because I didn't want to get that wrong. So his new ultimate at A5 is called Battle Prayer. Restores a percentage of his max HP to all air allies in an area. So Mazrani's ultimate was already an AoE, and you could position it. It was a big circle. It did have a limited range though. Like you couldn't go all the way to the end of the screen. And also applies Star Shroud to allies for a certain period of time. So this is new. Damage received is reduced, so damage reduction. This damage reduction is calculated after all damage affecting effects have been calculated. So this is going to be damage reduction on top of all of your character's innate damage reduction capabilities. So, say like a tank. If he does it on a tank, the Guardian State, you know, there's different kinds of Guardian State. Some of them give 50%, some of them give 60%, some of them give 40%. So those are all damage reduction effects. So this is going to apply on top of all that, right? Depending on the hero. Subsequently, reduces the energy or rage of enemy targets in that area. So keep in mind this is a big circle, his ultimate. And what you're going to do, you're going to heal, you're going to give damage reduction, but you're also going to strip energy and rage away from whoever else is in that circle. Now, what I plan to do with him, and you'll figure out why later, maybe I'll talk about that later, but you know, if I plan to use him, say, with my summoners, then when I plop down my heal, all of the, whatever I use, assassins or whatever I'm taking my summoners up against, they'll have their ultimate bars reduced. Within a certain period of time after the battle starts, the effect of Star Shroud that reduces damage received is doubled. So we're going to find that out when we get his kit. The exact time, how much time into the battle will it double, but that's just a lot of damage reduction. So what he's doing is he's basically like Rez, where he's going to be stripping energy and rage with an ultimate. He's going to apply a whole bunch of damage reduction. So that's kind of how his ultimate is being changed. New passive skills. So Void Stars. This is a passive, a new passive. So that's his A3. So A1 is the 15% increased stats. A3 is the new passive. A5 is the new ultimate. So at the start of battle, increase the HP of all heroes by a certain percentage. Don't know what that is. We'll find out tomorrow. In PvP, increases the HP of all heroes by an additional percentage. So lots of HP. So he's giving damage reduction, huge HP bump. And then the potential for his ultimate, and that is his A7, I do believe. Within a certain period of time after the battle starts, all allied heroes receive a certain percentage. Within a certain period of time after the battle starts, all allied heroes receive a certain percentage of damage reduction. And then in PvP, Mazrani is not restricted by hero formation. He can count as your 6th hero on the team. Similar effects cannot be activated at the same time or reported or repeatedly. So that is huge. That being able to put a 6th unit on the field, what I'm thinking for PvP is I'm actually thinking Summoners. Summoners is the weak team in PvP. So now I can pull Sword Valley off. I can run Dan, Sif, Dora, Amat, and Pooh, and then Mazrani for a team of 6. So when they say potential, what I think they're meaning is that if you read these, so this is his ultimate, right? But this is his potential. This is a potential of his passive. So if we go look at Dan, and I don't know if it'll let me do this. Okay, so I think it will. But if we look at his passive, you can see that his passive is active because I did activate it on his Awakening 3. But down here, his potential effect is not active because I don't have his A7 for his passive. So that is very, very important. A lot of people are going to be like, this guy's going to be broken. He's going to destroy PvP, blah, 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 blah. Keep in mind that the potential for his passive, because that's what this is, potential for his passive, is at A7. It is the left side A7 trait activation. So it's going to take people a long time to get this guy's Awakening up there. But you know what they're doing here with these new juicy weekly packs that give you the general chaos, the chaos soul Awakening crystal nucleus. I think I got that right. They want you to buy all those because then you can get Awakenings faster, and that's going to allow you to get your Mazrani up to A7 faster. On my main account, I have my Leo at A7, and I have my Daniel. He will be A7 tomorrow when I get 3 more of his shards from the virtual training shop. So I will now finally have those 2. So I am pretty much on pace. And the only way I'm doing that is pulling 180 tickets on new banners on the Mirror of Reformation, and then pulling 180 tickets on Giant Tower. That's the only way that I am able to get enough crystals, and with buying the weekly pass, that is the only way that I am able to keep up with the Awakened Hero release cadence and get them all up to A7 by that point. So a lot of people are probably going to be screaming at this, but just tell them they can't even activate this until his A7. So we're probably not going to see Mazrani out in the wild yet, unless there are Krakens or whales. And believe me, this is something that the Krakens and whales will spend on, because this is potentially PvP game breaking. And let's just think, where else would you want to use them? What teams want damage reduction? Well, you could put them on the Vanguard team. But would you? Because then you're not activating, there's not enough Atlas heroes to activate the commander tech. If you were to put him on a summoner team with Amat and Ampu, then you activate the commander tech. You could put him on a tank team, and with the tank team you would activate with Ray. But I think yeah, anyway, that's besides the point. Awakened Mazrani is coming, and he's going to be a boss at A7. So new events. So a new wishlist banner is coming during this Divine Blessing. You can recruit Mazrani, because Mazrani banners don't come around very often. It's only been around once. We've only had a Mazrani banner once since the week 4 in your starting experience. Mazrani, Claire, and Arcadia. Now I'm going for Claire. Claire is probably the most impactful out of all these heroes. Of course, though, if you just got a couple copies of Mazrani in week 4 and then called it quits, maybe you want to go for Mazrani. But then keep in mind that unless you're a little bit of a spender, it's going to be forever until you get him up to A7 to get that juicy effect, that juicy PvP effect. All right? So pull on who you will. The elites, Bot Mark II, Loran, Nagrama, don't really care. Don't really care. I don't have to explain to you guys how wishlist banners work. I've been through it many, many times. I'm sure you all know by now what's going on. Okay, and that's 7 days. 7 days for this banner, of course, because it's a mid-cycle banner. Now, a new Collab recruitment banner is also going to open, and it is kind of weird. It is kind of weird that a Collab recruitment banner is opening in the middle of a new hero content cycle. And that means something. And I want to do a whole separate video just discussing the Collab event that's kicking off again, because there's a lot to go over doing that. So stay tuned. I will have that video up today as well. So if you're watching this, that video is also up. So a new Collab recruitment event and a banner will open, which will only unlock if you've completed story stage 1840, which is very, very easy to do. I was able to get through 3040, I do believe, in 2 weeks on my free-to-play account. During the event, you can recruit Batu and Motoko Kusanagi. So these are the first 2 released heroes from the last Ghost in the Shell collab event. And it's going to be a 2-week banner. It is going to be the same thing as we got during the collab event. It is going to be a 50-50 banner. So I wouldn't actually, if you got your Batus and Motokos, me personally, I'm not pulling anything on this banner. I'm going for Claire on the wishlist banner. And also remember that if you pull on the Collab banner, that does not count towards the giant tower. So this Collab event return is for people that maybe want to finish off Motoko. I wouldn't finish off Batu, he sucks. But this Collab event return is for people to get heroes that they missed. Purin is not on this banner. She will be in the follow-up banner in 2 weeks' time from tomorrow. So if you're waiting for Purin, you can skip this banner altogether. It'll show up in 2 weeks. But keep in mind, and I do have screenshots to prove this, that we are getting a normal Eternal Evolution released hero in 1 week after Amat's banner is done. So how this is going to work is it's going to be Amat's banner is going to be on for another week. The Collab banner is going to overlap the last week of Amat and the second week, or the first week. So the second week of Amat and the first week of the new hero. They're gonna overlap, and then the Purin Tachikoma banner is going to start on the second week of the new hero released in a week. A lot going on. There's a lot of stuff to spend on. So as I discussed Giant Tower, a new return to Giant Tower will open on some servers. The main rewards of this event are Mazrani and Mazrani's Soul Crystal Nucleus. The Soul Crystal Nucleus, that's what I'm going for. I need to get this guy moving up awaken levels stat quick, like now. So I will be pulling 180 tickets, and I will be pulling them on Claire as my wishlist banner, and then I will use that to get 2 awakened crystals for my Mazrani. That's my plan for tomorrow, but you guys have to work within the confines of your limited ticket income and your inflow. Quantum Mimic is opening up again, and lo and behold, we have something I actually need. Doralee and the Ruler's Ring. Now, I do have Ruler's Ring already maxed, but I only have my Doralee at Immortal 3, so I will definitely be pulling all of my hoarded Mimic Machine tokens and getting 2 copies of Doralee. Of course, I'm going to have to purchase that $5 little token in order to double up my rewards, but that's a free I4 Doralee for me. So I'm happy. I'm happy that I've been finally, I knew it was going to come. I knew the day was going to come when I would get something I would want. Now, I was hoping for the crossbow for the hunters, but alas, I'm assuming they're going to want to put that one in Twilight Lands before it'll ever show up here. A new hero rally is opening. This is where you guys get your dust. So I now advocate don't ever, except for the beginning of the game, don't ever pull any of your yellow advanced tickets. Save them strictly for hero rallies because the dust gets expensive at the higher awakening levels. It gets real expensive. And then we're getting a new event. So mysterious gift event will open on most servers. During the event, you can obtain wish coins by challenging daily bosses, completing achievements, and then you can spend the coins to open gift boxes and get rewards. Each round of the event contains a gift box with a lucky star. When the lucky star is drawn, the remaining unopened gift boxes get opened for free. This is exactly what they gave us during the Christmas event. We were able to pull on however many tokens we got a day. We were able to open a Christmas present. If we picked the Christmas present with the star, all of the other Christmas presents opened. So this is exactly the same as that. And remember, this is free stuff. This is free stuff. So we're getting the Collab event, which is going to be free stuff. You don't have to pull on it. We're getting this thing, which is free stuff, just given to us. So this update is already, it's already getting a pass in my books. So this is open for 7 days. And then here we start talking about Ghost in the Shell. So let's highlight this because there's something important at the bottom. You can see it actually right at the bottom of your screen right now. Look at the dates. It's tomorrow until February 22nd. That means it's a 4-week long event. So like I said, you saw the Motoko Batu banner was only for 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks leading up and until February 22nd is going to be the Purin and Tachikoma banners. So you guys can save. This is your warning. You have 2 weeks to save for Purin because she's a 50-50. I don't know if there's going to be a store to get her from, but it's a 50-50 whether you get her or Tachi when you pull on her. So let's talk about this. So a new Ghost in the Shell SAC 2045 collaboration event, Soul Incursion, will open on all servers. So this even if you start the game tomorrow, you will start the game with this Ghost in the Shell collab event open. But you have to be past story 1840, so I guess not day 1. Event details. Open on the first day, or what is open on the first day of the event? The Collab Story Challenge, chapters 1 and 2. And then on the 8th day, you're going to get chapter 3. You can get a Batu copy for free after finishing the Collab Story Challenge, chapter 2. So tomorrow, you can get a free copy of Batu. I think I have one, an extra one, so I will be able to take my Batu up another Immortal level, which is going to be good because we're going to need all of the Immortal or the Collab heroes for the mini endless boss. So added a new world boss, Sight Nightmare. This is the same thing. This is the big old head, the big old MODOK ripoff with the tentacles, and he's not going to do any damage to you. Really, your placement in the Sight boss is going to be determined by the evolutions of your Collab heroes, and I'm going to have to look and check back. But I do believe the last iteration of the Sight boss that needed all 4 Collab heroes, we were running Dominic with them. Now, there was an issue. We needed to run Batu naked for Dominic to get the Purin buff. So, there's that to remember. But that's what's going on here. And you know what? That is more free stuff. Just free stuff. Just go in there, set your guys up, hit auto, collect your rewards. So Nightmare, you will work together with players from different servers. So these are going to be the same people that are in your endless battle brackets, which has 3 stages. Again, 3 stages. After each stage is defeated, it will transform into the next one. It will change color. You will get rewards. And then you'll face the more challenging boss. It's not more challenging. Unless they've changed this, it's not challenging at all. Each challenge stage will activate new server-wide buffs, which are going to be basically, if everyone gets them, then they are basically not there. You know, this is a redundancy, totally redundant. The event will record your contributions and give out generous rewards based on your points. So if you guys remember this, I do have a video up on, I do believe, all 3 phases. But we're going to basically jump to the last stage. We're going to use all 4 Collab heroes, and Dominic is the strat. That's the strat. We'll see. I don't know if I want to run Batu naked, but if he is getting the buff over my Dominic, then yes, I'm going to run him naked. Yep, sad times. So, game content adjustments and optimizations. So, level 25 wasn't enough for Commander Tech. They are just going to jump it right up to 50. It's going to take a long time to max this out, but we got time. We got time. Optimize the shop system. So they are adding Leo's Soul Crystal Nucleus shards to the virtual training shop, which answers the question of, once an awakened hero leaves the Mirror Reformation and Giant Tower, like Leo is going to do tomorrow, how do we get their specific hero crystal shards? This answers that question. They're going to throw these shards as an option in the virtual training shop. You just have to pick who. So, like tomorrow, I'm going to get enough shards to get Daniel to A7. Who do I want to work on? Who do I want to work on? Well, I think, in my opinion, Daniel's awakening 8, 9, and 10, although it's going to take forever because you need 3 crystals each level, I think Daniel's probably going to be the one that I'm going to choose to work on, because I think his further awakenings are more impactful to the team than Leo's. You get Leo up to A7, you don't really need a whole lot more. In fact, we can go look real quick. We can go look. Let's go look. Let's go look. We got time. I'm only 22 minutes in. So on Dan's, you know, this after his A7, level 8, which keep in mind, you need 3 awakened crystals to activate level 8. This is all just the boss buffs. But level 9s are crazy. So level 9s are the same for all heroes. In PvP, increase the damage of all heroes and summoners and summoned creatures by 15%. Can stack with other effects. And then this is damage reduction. So what team is going to need increased PvP damage and increased PvP damage reduction more? I think it's the summoners. I think the summoners needs more help. A7 Leo with a Claire and an Ares, they can just wreck Artemis Hunters without these buffs. So I'm probably going to be going for Daniel. But it's, again, we need 3 crystals. That's 90 shards. Oh, wait, no, that is 180 shards. And you get 3 a day. You get 1 every 20 days. So it's going to take you 3 months. A little under 3 months. It's going to take you, what did I say? It's going to take you 60 days. It's going to take you 2 months. 2 months to free to play to farm up 3 crystals. So who would I write? You got to pick and you got to stick to it. I'm probably going to go for Daniel. I'm probably going to go for Danny boy. So that's cool. So that's we know then. If you want to go for Leo, go for Leo. If you're a Vanguard aficionado, if that's your thing, go for Leo. I think that, like I said, the summoners need more help. I think with Mazrani awakened on the summoner team, pull Sorvali off. I think that is going to be a monster team for PvP. And especially with Mazrani awakened. And yeah, so I would benefit more from Daniel's A9. Bug fixes. Is there anything here? Fix the issue where Amat's equipment panel did not have the recommended attack stats. So what that means is, if you're looking at her gear, and someone in my Discord brought this up, so kudos to you, sir. You fine eye. The attack stat didn't have a flame beside it as the main primary stat. So they're fixing that. Fixed an issue where the battle settlement was not displayed as a victory, was displayed as a victory when the result of the manual challenge in the Ascension Arena was 2 wins and 3 losses. Someone also reported this in one of my Discords that I'm in, where it said 3-2, but he actually was 2-3. So they're fixing that real quick. Fix the issue where push packs could not be paid. All right, I'm gonna cough. Not editing that out. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That's a lot here. That is a lot there, and it's a lot of good stuff in my opinion. Keep in mind, collab event for Ghost in the Shell is coming back. It is starting up. It is going to be going on for a month, but it's free stuff. If you like me, like let's just look at this account. Let's see what this account has for time travelers. So I have them all. My Batu's at Legendary 2, but Motoko, Purin, and Tachikoma aren't that evolved at all. But this is my streaming account. This is my casual account, so I don't really care. I'm not pulling for extra on them. But say that you missed it completely. Well, here's your chance. Say that you missed Purin. Now's your chance, but you're going to have to wait 2 weeks for Purin to come around. She's going to be in the back half of this month, of this event. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap that up there. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you didn't get too distraught that I hadn't posted a video since Friday. I don't plan on going anywhere, but like I said, I am addicted to Pal World. So after I make my Ghost in the Shell video, I'm playing some Pal World. I got some ore to farm. I got some pals to catch. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, cheers, peace, bye-bye.